Uriarte, yesterday's winner, in fourth, all cleanly through turn one.
Yes, and I don't think Morelli's going to make the same mistake. He goes up the inside. He doesn't quite make it up inside from third place.
The stonking race here as they come across the line the first time of asking. 95, no plan B, leads the way, does Lightning McQueen.
Yeah, and he's got the 80th.
He won the second race back in Mugello. Really such another star, much like Brian Uriarte. Peroni sits fourth in the championships. But now onto this short squirt of a back straight. It'll be about, what, all the way pinned through turn 6, Peter?
Yeah, it is. It's absolutely. This is the fastest part of the circuit. In fact, it's up to 270, then the run back to the start and finish. Also, you get up into sixth gear.
An impressive start to the race from Dona Boggio. Said keep an eye on him. He's only lost one place from where he started on the grid so far. He's in qualifying already.
And that no one had a lead like that yesterday, did we? We had a couple of bike lengths lead from Moodley, but no one got that 4 or 5 bike length. And Brian Uriarte and Carping
just a bit slower than what they were putting in qualifying already.
And that no one had a lead like that yesterday, did we? We had a couple of bike lengths lead from Moodley, but no one got that 4 or 5 bike.
Yesterday we've not yet seen the best of. Here is Veda Pratama. He is in 8th place, is the Indonesian. A real feature, up from 12th on the grid yesterday, battling for third. Nearest big front end fold yesterday, wasn't it?
I think it was, you're right, yeah. And he said that was, I said, was that skill or luck that you saved that? A bit of skill and a bit of luck, he admitted.
One of the fastest sections of track that we visit on the entire Rookies Cup calendar. They've certainly caught him back up now, Morelli. I think his ambition of getting away from it all was pretty short-lived.
Yeah, that's right. The order as it happened yesterday when he was pushed back to 10th or even 11th and 12th place, I think, at one time.
I absolutely love watching the difference in riding styles.
To 6th place, ahead of Veda Pratama. Let's see if there is the 27 and the 11. In fact, Salmela and Mood. And it's just stringing out a little bit in a different way to it. It is really, Morelli has stretched things, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And he's still got
already low 144s, which is not far off the qualifying pace.
Right, that's right. And it's something that Brian Uriarte said. He said he was very comfortable at that pace. He thought he could.
No, number 24. Yeah, doing the big Rossi cut across the GT chicane.
So Brian was aware that the pace wasn't that.
They don't want a big group following all around and mucking up their ambitions for race-winning glory. So here they are drilling the pace.
Yeah, and Moodley
Pratama cutting off the front of that was Pugliese there, I think. Goodness me.
Yeah, that is, and of course they've realised that the 6 in front are disappearing, and they've got to go up. Right. And it's Argentina that leads 1 and 2, Morelli and Peroni.
This is really impressive from all these riders. Daily impressive from all these riders. They have stepped it up, haven't they? But one rider who is learning all the time, Veda Pratama, is now leading that chasing pack. Can they work together?
Low thing wafting around. What the thing is that these guys, if they think the engine's going to be too cool and the temperature is low, they'll put some tape over the radiator to reduce in this lead pack. Somebody did that just a few corners ago.
And of course, before we had the introduction of the new Pirelli tyres, we had previously seen in Rookies Cup races a bit of a breakaway group at the championship front runners to be in that chasing group. I think Hakim Dinish is certainly a rider to keep an eye on, but can he bring the others all back into the fray?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, but Hakim didn't feature in the front yesterday.
That is actually quicker than they did for qualifying, pretty much, I believe. A 1:43.88.866. Oh, it's only a couple of thousandths of a second slow car pace time, but actually Salmela, he was second on the grid with a 1:44.2, so that's a couple of tenths quicker than he even put in qualifying. Goes to show Rookies Cup riders learning all the time, even in the race. Races, Doc. Rouchet said the one that tends to win in Rookies Cup in any given race is the one that wants it the most. I think you're looking at a top 6 of riders who are absolutely chomping at the bit for it.
Who wants it the most out of those guys? Red Bull Rookies website and see where you can see the Born Races series, a series of 6 programs that Spielberg, when we come back racing again in.
And although, full disclosure, we're paid to commentate, it is one of the best series I've ever watched on motorcycle racing. I've never seen...
It's just, you know, as we said, Moodley was determined not to get punted back as he did before, so he's going to grit his teeth and get back on terms. And
this opened up between Sal Miller and Uriarte and Ruche Moodley there, but this circuit's so much about flow, isn't it? I mean, especially this part of the corner. The lap times are starting to come to get a bit
over the track, all of them, and slowing each other down, but that isn't what is happening now. It's Morelli who has the advantage. Carpe, Peroni, Salmella happy enough to follow him more or less.
And I think it says a lot. The last time around, Morelli,
the Uriarte, Moodley on the back of Salmella, so they have gained a little bit. It'll be interesting to see. It was the fastest, his own fastest lap of the race so far for Carpe last.
Got a victory in first round, first race in Le Mans, first race in Mugello. If Morelli were to win today, he would join them as a two-time winner so far this season.
That's right.
Same goes for Carpe and Peroni, mind you.
Still, Marco Morelli that leads quite handsomely now across the start and finish to with there'll be 6 laps remaining.
This is just really impressive because, again, thousandths of a second. Carpe shaking his head there. I wonder if he's getting a little bit frustrated, perhaps. He's running a little bit wide. He's really trying to catch him up.
I mean, you know, absolutely.
You know, blockbuster thing we've ever seen, you know, taking lumps out of each other, turn to turn, etc., as it can get sometimes. But just what you're witnessing here is just riders absolutely on their limit, taking everything.
Not too many of those so far. Daniel and Pratama have had track limits warnings. A lot more track limits warnings and problems in other races today.
Yeah, exactly that. Suddenly it's more sensible. Boggio, Pugliese and Danish Ramersdorf down to 14th spot. And
Morelli has a track limits warning. Now,
yes.
I'm, to be honest, as you say, apart from... And, you know, I wonder what, you know, Morelli's doing this superbly. I wonder what Carpe and co are learning behind him. You know, because this
is giving the game away.
Well,
Peter, Brian Uriarte was watching Carpe all race long, figuring out what he was doing through the right and left-handers coming up right now to make sure he outfoxed him onto the final lap.
Kampiun Asia Talent Cup 2023 ini mengakui, meski konsisten berada di 8 besar pada balapan seri ketiga itu, namun sejatinya dia bisa lebih baik lagi. Tapi masih belum maksimal, masih banyak yang perlu dipelajari tentunya dan minggu ini saya juga akan membalap lagi, imbuh Veda Ega Pratama. Pembalap asal Gunung Kidul, Veda Ega Pratama, akan tampil di seri keempat balapan Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup 2024. Dia membidik podium perdana di kejuaraan ini. Seri keempat Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup 2024 bakal dihelat di sirkuit Assen, Belanda, pada Sabtu, 29 Juni 2024, dan Minggu, 30 Juni 2024. Target ke depan semoga saya bisa podium perdana di Belanda minggu ini. Atau malah bisa nomor 1, ungkap Veda Ega Pratama, Selasa, 25 Juni 2024. Pada seri sebelumnya di sirkuit Mugello, Italia, Veda tampil cukup impresif. Dia finish di peringkat kelima pada race 1 dan finish di peringkat 8 pada race 2. Dengan catatan ini, pembalap berusia 15 tahun itu berada di peringkat ke-8 dengan 39 poin di klasemen sementara Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup 2024. Hasil itu lantas menjadi modal bagi Veda tampil di seri keempat di Belanda. Juara Asia Talent Cup 2023 itu berharap bisa konsisten di balapan selanjutnya. Pembalap Indonesia, Veda Ega Pratama terpilih sebagai salah satu peserta Red Bull Rookies Cup 2024. Ia promosi bersama wakil Asia lainnya, Jakre Ebhat Puetisan. Dorna tergerak memberikan akses langsung ke kancah kompetisi Eropa kepada pembalap muda binaan Astra Honda Racing Team itu berkat grafik prestasi yang meningkat. Dalam debutnya, di Idemitsu Asia Talent Cup, Veda berhasil mengumpulkan 3 kemenangan meski dibayangi cedera. Ia pun finish di peringkat ketiga klasemen. Pada edisi berikutnya, pembalap asal Gunung Kidul tersebut tampil lebih garang. Kemenangan telak dicapainya dengan koleksi 256 poin atau unggul 103 dari rival terdekatnya Amon Odaki. Ia memenangi 9 dari 12 putaran dan menggondol mahkota juara ITC 2023. Perolehan poin Veda memecahkan rekor milik Ayumu Sasaki, dengan 203 poin, yang dicetak pada 2015. Pembalap Indonesia Veda Ega Pratama kembali menunjukkan potensinya di ajang Red Bull Rookies Cup 2024. Veda Ega Pratama memiliki peluang untuk memperbaiki posisinya di seri-seri selanjutnya. Veda Ega Pratama merupakan pendatang baru di Red Bull Rookies Cup. Kemampuannya untuk beradaptasi dengan cepat dan bersaing dengan pembalap-pembalap terbaik dunia menunjukkan potensi besar yang dimilikinya. Seri Asen menjadi peluang bagi Veda Ega untuk kembali menunjukkan performa terbaiknya dan meraih podium. Veda memiliki kemampuan dan tekad yang kuat untuk bersaing di papan atas. Meski peluang Veda untuk meraih podium di Asen terbilang cukup berat, bukan berarti hal itu tidak mungkin. Apalagi jika melihat performa Veda di seri-seri sebelumnya. Pembalap muda Indonesia Veda Ega Pratama menilai dirinya kurang beruntung pada seri ketiga Red Bull Rookies Cup 2024 Race 1 di sirkuit Mugello, Italia, Sabtu.